What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we have a bunch of important things to be discussing: Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Digibyte to Bitcoin. We'll be looking at the current coin market cap, as well as you guys saw in the title, why Litecoin will skyrocket 140% in less than 3 months and hit $220. I know that sounds crazy and I know that sounds taboo, but I found an article on ccn.com and that's what it was titled. So I thought we would give it some, look, make sure things are, kind of in place. Are they shilling it? Are they not? We're gonna have to find out. Otherwise, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. Giveaway is gonna be at 10,000 subscribers. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. So guys, before we look at the technical analysis and the coin market cap, I really quick just want to go over this, CCN article. So yes, as you guys saw, it was titled Why Litecoin Will Skyrocket 140%. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just reading it off and it says, Litecoin price has enjoyed the breakneck bull run in 2019, launching the cryptocurrency nearly 200% higher in less than 6 months. But while cautious investors might be tempted to take their profits and run, a crucial upcoming event could send Litecoin rather 140%. As we guys know, the Litecoin halving is long awaited, and it will slash block rewards by 50%, which means every block that's mined is no longer receiving 25 Litecoin. It is receiving 12.5 Litecoin. A big difference. Historically, such halvings have, been a bullish catalyst for Litecoin itself and has seen pretty significant gains all around. So we will be discussing this and looking a little bit more in depth. It comes to mind how often potentially these, blog websites potentially use analysts' charts to review. I feel like our channel has becoming pretty big and popular on YouTube. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of these, charts or blogger websites are using my charts to base their articles on, because I've just been scrolling through and looking at their analytics their chartings and analytics, and they seem very similar to my charts, and I feel like these come out after I make my video. So just to give that some thought. Otherwise, guys, let's move right on into the coin market cap, and then we'll kind of base our look at the charts and see whether or not that article proves to be potentially right. Otherwise, you can see market cap is 246 billion, 24-hour volume 78.5 billion, and Bitcoin dominance 56.5. So a small decline in Bitcoin dominance is happening, a small decline in 24-hour volume is happening, and market cap seems fairly regular. You can see out of the top 10 out of the top 10 cryptocurrencies, majority are in red, but they're really not down by much. There's only one that's down, two that are, once again, 3 that are down. We have Bitcoin Cash, Stellar, and Cardano. They're down more than 1%. Otherwise, most of the coins are trading sideways for the most part, really not seeing much movement at all. Binance Coin, once again, being a huge bullish, catalyst, up at $31, up 5%, but majority of the market is in a consolidation, retracement, semi-pullback, really not up by much or down by much either. Digibyte up 12%. Guess what? We will be looking at Digibyte today and pretty much making sure this seems to be good and if it's going to continue up or not. So that's going to be some pretty awesome stuff. Inside Chain down 20%. Otherwise, let's move on to the current markets. Now, Litecoin doesn't look too bad, and I know in this article that we found on CCN, it did say that we could potentially be seeing a break to the upside. So what they're doing is they're putting a, ascending triangle, and they're throwing it right at around $100. They're kind of putting this right here, and then they're following our ascending, wedge all the way up to the top, which is pretty much inferring that this will potentially break once this price reaches up to $100. I'm not going to leave that there. I know it is kind of a resistance, but we have quite a bit of time until we get to that level, so I don't think we need to add that right now. Otherwise, you guys can see Litecoin consolidation is happening. I know a lot of you guys on my Patreon have been commenting potentially that there's been quite a bit of sideways consolidation, and honestly, yes, there has been, but it's really not been a lot. Litecoin has pretty much just been trading sideways the past 3 days or so, basically following its ascending wedge, trading finally back in between there. You can see as time moves on, the ascending wedges are getting smaller and smaller, indicating that a break to the upside is almost inevitable. So we are seeing this sideways consolidation, and Litecoin looks like it wants to continue to trade out. As you guys know, previously, the last time we broke out, we were trading at the same level on the RSI. So previously, when we broke from 60 to 100, we were trading at around 59 on the RSI. We're currently at 56, and we are at $90. So the levels are coming back down on the RSI. We're lower on the RSI than our previous breakout. So that could be an indication that we're ready to move up, guys. We are ready to move up. Are we going to see more consolidation sideways? We could see this. I'm looking to see more sideways consolidation. We could see a pullback. I know Bitcoin is the major indicator here, so we will have to be using Bitcoin to really gauge where exactly Litecoin wants to head, because Litecoin's ready to go, guys. You know, this is potentially a good buy-in opportunity. I'm personally not going to buy in right this second. I'm waiting to see if we can consolidate down and retest this area right over here. If indeed we do see this test, that's when I'll be buying back in. I know that's similar to the price right now, but I'd like to see this consolidation first. Otherwise, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who is supporting me on Patreon. As you guys can see, on Patreon, we have 54 patrons in the group. We are making a huge freaking community, and I'm so excited. We have 54 out of my goal of 100 patrons, so we are almost there. We got 54 in the past 2 months. Honestly, I think the less than 2 months we've, gained 54 people, which is absolutely amazing. The fact that you guys are so interested in cryptocurrency. It is becoming more so of a group that shares a lot of insight on cryptocurrency. What are the best buying opportunities? When to sell, when to buy. If any of that sounds interesting to you, highly recommend you check it out. Second link in the description. Also, Patreon is a way for you guys to get exclusive content and exclusive access to my trading view charts. A lot of you guys really wonder where and when to be buying in, and I know it's tough, especially with me working this summer. It's hard to post these videos, right damn straight when the moves are about to happen. So there's a small delay, but on Patreon, I do give exclusive access to these charts that are private. So that means that they are live updating, and once I make a post, once I, change something on the charts, you guys will get immediately notified. So there is a huge advantage over being just a YouTube watcher. Otherwise, guys, we do look really, really, really good on Litecoin. I do think consolidation is needed. Moving on to Bitcoin, though. Bitcoin is within a channel. So as you guys can see, here's what I'm really talking about in terms of why I think I'm going to hold off on investing into Litecoin until I see more consolidation within Bitcoin. So Litecoin looks beautiful. Trading at 56 on its RSI, that's amazing. But the problem is Bitcoin is trading at, I believe it is 67 on its RSI, literally right next to its overbought line, indicating that a pullback is almost necessary. This is not where I would like to invest. When we fall, if we come back down to lower levels, obviously it's better to invest, maybe at 48.50 or even being near oversold. Those are the better opportunities to invest. It almost doesn't make sense to be buying in such a heated market right now that is near overbought, because the way Bitcoin looks also, it needs retracement, it needs consolidation, it needs to pull back down to here, back down to 7,200. That looks honestly fairly well. We are pretty damn high up from our high-low MAs too, so that could be a potential barrier. Would it fall down to $5,900, $6,000? Let me know in the comments. Do you think we could pull that low? As for what I think about Litecoin moving to $220, it is definitely possible. We've literally grown from $22, $23, all the way to above $100 in a couple of months here in 2019. So who's to say we can't blast off to $220 when this Litecoin halving happens? Truthfully, 2019 is looking like a great year. The bulls are here. So I think we are going to head there. I think it is definitely a possible thing. It is not too much of a shill title. I do think it is definitely very possible to see maximum gains like that. We can honestly head higher, guys. The markets are definitely coming back full force. And when money starts to move in and the media starts to blow it up, it is definitely possible to see those gains that quickly. We've seen it in the past, and now that so many more people know about Litecoin and Bitcoin, it is so much easier to see massive leaps because everybody has Coinbase downloaded on their, on their phone. We've seen Coinbase trading as one of the popular apps in the App Store. So I do think, Bitcoin and Ethereum need consolidation. They honestly look almost identical. I thought we were on the Bitcoin chart, but Ethereum's chart and Bitcoin's chart looks very identical. The only difference I'm seeing is Ethereum has more of an ascending wedge forming right now. We are way, way, way away from this ascending wedge, indicating we could see a pretty steep pullback. Similar to Bitcoin, we are also trading very high up on our on our RSI, which is another indication of a small pullback. So honestly, I am semi-bearish on the market right now. Truthfully, I do think we need to see some more consolidation. We are a little too overextended for my liking, and as you guys know, I am a conservative trader. So I do think resistance or a retracement, I apologize, down to 230, if not back down to 202, is a means of adjustment. I do think this is necessary. Now, honestly, if we do see a pullback to here, down to 208, anywhere on this uptrend, that should lower the RSI back down around 50, which is beautiful, and this uptrend would be a huge buy-in opportunity. So the second we retest this uptrend, even if it's a steep decline, that's when I'm buying in. I'm buying in, and we're riding this puppy right back up to I believe it is 270, where there is a resistance. Lastly, Digibyte making leaps and bounds. Yeah, we're seeing it right now. We look really good, actually, on the RSI, trading at around 50 on the daily. You'll notice we were talking about the potential upside and a potential swing within Digibyte yesterday or 2 days ago, mainly when we were retesting an extremely strong support level. I was staying away from it. Also, another reason why I didn't buy into it was because eToro, the website that we use to invest, does not have Digibyte to trade around with from what I saw. So I want to invest in coins that I can also show you guys on screen and publicize. And the fact that we could not see Digibyte within the eToro platform in terms of portfolios, I was like, I'd rather wait for a coin that's in the watch list that we can invest in. And then I can, show you guys, and you guys can watch me trade off. You can see these are the coins that are within eToro, Zcash, XRP, XLM, Tron, Neo, Miota, Ethereum Classic, EOS Dash, Cardano, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. So they are some pretty damn popular coins. Not to say Digibyte isn't one of those. I'm shocked eToro doesn't have Digibyte. But if I see any of these coins making a fairly nice move, those will be the ones that I invest in on screen so that you guys can see. So just wanted to give you guys an update on that. Not to say that this wasn't a bad play. I would have thrown in 10% here due to the fact that this was previous support and a resistance. As I scroll back, you'll notice, bam, you can see what exactly we're referring to right here, where we have resistance, resistance, support, support. So we don't look that bad. We really don't look half bad. So it was an indication. Honestly, I was potentially, expecting a retracement back down, kind of hanging out in here, but we could see, a move all the way up to this level before we start to see consolidation back down. Right up, retesting its high-low MMA, which would literally be doubling its price, is pretty good all in all. Otherwise, guys, that's going to sum up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. Giveaway at 10K, so make sure to smash that sub button. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.